So XRP Army, one thing that you'll get from this channel is I'll always be open, I'll always be honest with you, and it is time to start thinking about what happens if something goes wrong. Because the biggest break over the longest period of time, the longest trading pattern within crypto history. We managed to get that down here. Now we're at the top, guys. That was an accumulation pattern. This is a distribution pattern, and there's one thing that we're worried about. If this level breaks, XRP can really, really hit hard to the downside. So we're going to talk about exactly what level needs to hold, why this is a reversal pattern, how you can prepare for that. Right, okay, so I am going to try and slow it down in this video, guys. So it is an important one, and we have got a strong key level. It is a strong level of support, but if we do drop this, guys, things could get nasty. And it's all about preparation, and we're going to talk about these trading patterns. But before we do that, we need to understand that once you get a break with such velocity, guys, you need some kind of a pullback. And it's all about how far is it going to pull back, what levels are going to hold. When you zoom out, you can see one thing. This was the top here from the previous bull market in 2021. That is the area that we're currently holding. However, there's an elephant in the room, and it's the reversal pattern. How do we know that a head and shoulders is a reversal pattern? Because you hear it time and time again. And anybody that's new to trading sounds stupid, right? Head and shoulders, it's a pattern. How is it a reversal pattern? So let's understand the psychology behind it. Why this head and shoulders pattern's a little bit different. Why this little wick here could be our last line of defense. So the psychology behind a head and shoulders pattern, you come in, you put in a higher high. So this is a bullish trend. We put in a higher high. You can see signaled there. We've pulled back. What's happened? This is a higher low. Then you've come back up. This is a higher high. You only managed to slightly break the previous high. So there's not much velocity there. At this level, you would probably expect the indicators overbought. Yeah, indicators overbought at this level, signaling it is overbought. So we've had the pullback here. We haven't had much of a pump here. And then you get the second pullback here. You've got this nasty spike here. And then what happens? This is the signal of the reversal pattern of a head and shoulders, guys. You can see weakness here. You can see weakness here. We've got another turn to the upside. What happens when the stochastic comes up? Overbought at this point. What happens? Lower high. So the trend is reversing. Then we're coming back to test the neckline. Sorry, this is a little bit messy, but that's the psychology behind it, guys. Putting in higher highs, we put in a new higher high. We've come back, we've retested the higher low. Then we've come back in and we put a lower high. We're coming back to test the neckline. Each time that you test an area, imagine it as walking on thin ice, guys. Each time you hit it and hit it and hit it, ultimately it's going to break through. So it's acting as support at the moment. The strong buyer is at $2 at the moment. Why is this wick our last line of defense, and what could happen if it goes wrong? So we'll put the head and shoulders pattern on here. We'll use our head and shoulders tool. We'll put in that. That is the left shoulder coming back down. There's the head coming back down. Now this could be our last line of defense because of one thing. It lets us pull back all the way down to $1.71 before it breaks to the downside. Now, how do these things work, guys? The way that you can measure the downside move, and this is what's scary about this, and this is why I think it could possibly hold. If you measure from the tip of the head to the neckline, that's your projection point once you break to the downside. Now, look what this does. Takes XRP all the way down to 20 cents, 18 cents, 17 cents even, get it right. Do I think that XRP is going to go from $2 to 17 cents? No, I don't, guys. We've got a couple of areas of support to hit in the meantime. This is a strong pattern, guys. This is showing me there's a high probability that we're not going to break to the downside, because if we break to the downside, the stop losses are going to get hit. There's going to be more sellers, and there's going to be a projection to the downside. That'll be a nasty capitulation event that will wipe so many people out. And it's who's going to be buying at what level. People are going to be buying at this level, 618 retracement, because that's going to be a strong level. What's this? You've got the 200 daily moving average. That's going to be a strong level. So these are going to be your support points. And then your last ditch hope is here at the 786. So what levels are these? The 786 is sat at 91 cents. You've got the 618, which is sat at $1.31. You've got the 200 daily moving average, which is sat currently at $1.41. And then we've got price holding at $2. So it is an important time, and the next couple of days are going to be an important couple of days for XRP, because we really need to hold this level. But that's the significance of a head and shoulders pattern. When people say head and shoulders patterns, It's not just, oh, there's a trading pattern on the chart. There's psychology behind it, guys. The buyers not managing to push price much higher here. Get this on. Buyers are not managing to push price much higher here from this previous high, and then this lower high signals one thing: the momentum's being lost. Indicators are overbought at this point. We're coming back. Once you're testing the neckline, you keep knocking and knocking and knocking on that door, and if it doesn't hold as support, what happens? The buy orders get eaten up, and the buy orders get eaten up until the sell orders outweigh the buy orders, and then that's when you get the drop in the surge in price action. That's when you get stop losses get hit, and that's when you get that capitulation event and the surge to the downside. So it hasn't happened yet, guys. We're monitoring it. Where can you monitor it with me? In our Discord group, completely free, guys. Get yourself in there. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.